Been trying to think of a theme for this week's video for longer than I should have done, really. And do you ever get the point sometimes where you just can't? It's just frustrating, really. It's just the fact that I probably have too many ideas, to be honest with you, and I kind of just jump from one subject to another. I don't really want to do that. What I want to do is something which is pretty much something interesting and kind of relevant, really. And I think for me the main thing is that it's got to be useful to you, but not too weird. Talking style today. Not that I have it, but the intro was about the different styles of clothes. I can't do anything with my hair, but there we go, style. We're not talking style of clothes or my style or anything. We're talking style of photographs. Some people may be able to identify a certain photographer based on their style. The way they take the pictures, the way they colour grade them, or anything else that they add on there to personalise their style, their identity as a photographer. And you probably see this quite a lot on Instagram if you look through certain people's Instagram accounts where they're quite specific, some of them, as to how they add their pictures on, and have got a certain style for them. As a wedding photographer, it's important that I also have a style, and choosing the right style is something you need to be happy with yourself, but also it needs to be pleasing to people that are potentially looking to book you for a wedding. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to have a look at some different styles of sunset. Now, sunsets are naturally beautiful anyway, so how do you choose the right style for a sunset, or do you just leave it? Probably not just leave it, but let's have a look. Okay, so we've got a really nice sunset here, and I actually just caught this by chance. I was driving past and I saw the reservoir and the sun, so I pulled over and this is what I got. But do you prefer that? A bit dramatic. How about this? Or that? It's quite nice. This? So, well, in my opinion only, these are all good pictures. They're all good. They're all good styles, and because it was such a nice view, and you got the reflection on the reservoir. Apart from that, I find the rest of them really difficult to choose between, to be honest with you. Okay, so that was just a brief look at styles on what you would class as a naturally beautiful picture. Anyway, I've seen on Facebook or Instagram, whenever there's a nice sunset, people just take pictures of them and post them on from their phone, and it looks nice as it is. But if you were to add your own style to that, as you saw from some of the different styles that I was going through, how do you settle on one style? Now this is particularly important when you've done a posed picture for a wedding, and in order to get the right style you need to be happy with the picture that you've taken in the first place. But then the problem is that once you've taken the picture and it looks really good, more often than not it looks really good no matter what style you have, what colour you have, whether it's black and white, whether you bring out the shadows, whether you bump up the contrast, or whether you add something into it which wasn't there before. It's endless really. So how do you settle on a style? Let's have a look at a couple of pictures, a picture in particular. Okay, so here are the 5 selections. This was Natalie and Daryl, who got married in Santorini, and it was an absolutely amazing location, beautiful day, and absolutely spoiled for choice for pictures. So again, in these circumstances, when you're spoiled for choice, do you have a dilemma as to how you're going to present the pictures? So I'm just going to show you the 5 slightly different ones that I've chosen. Okay. So those ones look very similar with regard to the different styles and examples that I showed you. So there's not a massive difference between styles. There can't be really, because especially when it goes for weddings, they don't want anything too obscure. But ultimately, it's your style. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own opinion as to whether they like that photographer or that photographer based on their style alone. So there isn't really a conclusion for this really. It's just about going to find your own style, your own identity, and making your stamp on the pictures that you choose to take, if you want to do that, if you want to be consistent. And I know throughout the time that I've been taking pictures, my style has changed dramatically from when I first started taking pictures at weddings to the most recent one. And it will adapt, and you will find different options which you feel would work better for you. So that's it, I'm out of style. Like always, if you want to see more, you can subscribe, tickle the bell, and I will see you next time. But don't forget to leave a comment, please.